All these artworks are good, but I want to make something that looks more real. Look at this one. This is beautiful. This one is also beautiful. They are all realism artworks, but I decided to think about something that will look very real, much like a human skin. So this video, I will help you to draw that because I draw it also. Now these are the tools I'll use for this drawing: two pens and a pencil. But let me have some glass of water first. That one cooking. Let's start drawing. So I start first with the sketching. So it's just like a cheek or random cheek. So I'll just make a random sketching because the sketching will be very easy. So it's just maybe a left side of the cheek or the right side of the cheek. Okay, this is the left side of the cheek. So to this particular place, I'll be showing how everything is being done. And now let's start shading. What I create first is the layers. What are layers? Layers are like the first stage in the shading of a drawing. Whether you're using pencil or charcoal, anything. Once you want to start drawing, you have to make layers. And how I'm making my layers is through hatching and cross hatching. It's like getting a line, then crossing it with another line. That is what I'm doing. But when you are making a layer, that you make it very light, because layers must be light. Even in pencil drawings, layers have to be light so that you can get what you want. So when you are drawing with your layers, make sure that I normally start with the place that looks dark first, so that it will give me a guide on what to draw next. So it's not just start with layers. If you know what you want to do, you can start anyhow, like a random place. But if you are still a beginner, like most of you here, so you know that you have to follow this process. Make sure that you follow this process, because I'm sure that if you skip any process here, that you will not get it. So when you click this video, you want to draw hyperrealism, so make sure you watch to the end to see how everything is being done. Now when I'm done with those darker parts of the drawing, I now do the layers on top of the main drawing, because we still do it. Those darker parts, when you do it first, it will help to give you a guide on what to do next. So after this side, I'll switch and cross hatch this other side. This is what hatching and cross hatching means. After you have shaded with lines this side, then you turn it, or maybe you shift your hand to the other side and cross it. This is what layers for pen is. Pen drawing and pencil drawing, the process are different. When you are making pencil drawing, just use your charcoal to get your layers, all those stuff. Then you darken the place that looks darker, then start with your realism. Or with pen, you make thousands of lines and millions of lines. Yeah, I'm not sure it will reach millions, but you make lots of lines before you make a drawing complete, before it looks very good to the human eye or anybody that sees it. You have to make thousands of lines. So let's see how it goes. So some people might ask, why am I adding extra lines since it's just hatching and cross hatching in the layers? Is because I wanted the cheek to be dark, so I needed something that will make it look more dark. That's just it. You can add it, you cannot add it. So let's go to the main thing. So I also use lines and shade another direction. It doesn't mean that I've not shaded my layers first, but I wanted the layers to look more dark before I can start shading. I don't want it to be a light cheek or a light drawing. I want everything to look more real, very real. So if you get this, if your layers is light, add other lines in different direction, not the same direction. It will help you look more real. So what we are doing now is scribbling. What's scribbling? Scribbling is just using your pen to rotate you are doing it with bigger shape. Now you are not making a tiny scribbling, it will look like a very big one. Now we are trying to get our layers dark first. We are not done with the layers. For pen drawing, layers is like giving me a guard. I don't joke with layers. I start from layers. Even if I started drawing just randomly, before you know it, I will also start doing the layers, because layers gives you the guard to what you do next. So it's not really about jumping to detailing. Detailing takes time a lot, and detailing make the work beautiful, but the starting point is very, very important. Now, according to the picture I'm drawing, because I'm using a picture for this drawing, it's not from my head. So according to the picture I'm drawing, so from this part is lighter than the other part that are more darker. So you have to follow the picture you're drawing first. Don't start the detailing, just look the picture in another way, like a random drawing. So you can see the process on how the dark part look and how the light part look, so that you know how you do your layering first. Because after the layering immediately, and after the tiny scribbling, we'll start detailing immediately. So now what I'm doing now is closing up the lines. I know some might ask, this is not the way I say that it used to blend. This is the professional way for blending for me, especially when I'm shading layers. I want to move out from this dark side to the lighter part. So this is how I do it. One thing you should always learn in my art is that when I start drawing, I use many techniques. So if you have a pen or you have a retentive memory, you can grab lots of things. There are many things to learn. Even before I start detailing, you need to learn this. Make sure that your layers will represent the picture you are drawing, exactly the picture you are drawing. So what will remain there is the detailing. That's just it, the detailing. So now what we are adding now is scribbling, tiny scribbling. See, there is a powerful thing in scribbling, and what is the powerful thing in scribbling is that scribbling brings the lines closer to each other. It is not just about just the layers now, but if you are doing scribbling, you bring the line tiny closer to each other. But for this particular drawing, I'm making hyperrealism that will look more real. I use tiny scribbling that are more visible. They are not just very light or all those stuff. I'm making it visible now so that you can see it. Now look where we have started the detailing. Now study everything that I've been doing here. Don't make sure you don't miss it. This is the most important part of the video. So this side I want according to the picture I'm drawing, that the details here will be in a round form, because details differ. If you follow me in my videos, you understand that I've told you that details are many. So it's the one that you know how to do, and the one that is in the picture, that is what you will do. But I think I should pause the details and bring the lines closer to each other. So let's bring the lines closer to each other first, like these other parts of the drawing. Let's bring those lines closer to each other, then we face the detailing at this part of the cheek now. Don't forget, what I'm doing here are tiny scribblings with the aim of bringing the lines closer to each other. If you want me to zoom in, okay, let's zoom in. Now see, this is what I mean, bringing the lines closer to each other. Now at this part that I already shaded, We are not seeing those hatching and cross hatching, both the layers and other stuff. We are not seeing them because I added scribbling to them, and this scribbling almost made them disappear and making the work look more real and beautiful. I've not started detailing yet. I'm just bringing the lines together. So about detailing, you will see how I do it. You will see how everything is being done. This video I didn't make it fast forward because I've got lots of complaint that my videos are too fast and all those stuff. So you calm down and watch it and learn it. Get a pen to grab some things so that you won't forget it when you start your own shade. I'm still on using tiny scribbling to bring the lines closer to each other to make them look like one. So that's the powerful thing about scribbling. So if anybody tell you that scribbling are not good, scribbling is very good. You can draw without scribbling though, but I always like drawing with it because once you use it to bring in those lines closer to each other, it will make it look more real. Now see, I've not even started the detailing, and now it now looks like a real skin. But this is not just what this is not the reason I created this video. I created this video for those details. So this is just realism for me at this stage that I am in this drawing. This is just realism. Remember, you can be slow and still be steady. This is a pen drawing. You don't just go rush the drawing like something that you don't want to do or something. So you have to calm down. This takes time. Forget it takes time, but it won't take the whole time. So now I'm drawing with this first stage. Let's move to the second stage. The second stage is about details, where you add both pimples, wrinkles, details in the skin, those kind of things. That is what I do in this video. So for the major details, you have to take it easy, one after the other. So how you do it, this add where those white parts that comes out in a drawing are really important. So this white part, now you see, they are really important. So you do a scribbling, a tiny scribbling that will be visible, that will have a white and a dark part, because that's what makes a realism artwork. That's what makes pictures realism. There must be, when there is a line that crosses a particular place, there must be another white part that crosses that same place. I'm using scribbling for this, and it's not only scribbling both lines, but it depends on the picture I'm drawing. It depends on the picture you are shading. Whether you're drawing from your mind, there must be a picture in your mind. Whether you're drawing from a physical picture from your phone or all the stuff, there must be a picture there. So you must follow that picture to get hyperrealism, to get the skin look more real. Now you see that my level of speed have reduced because you take time to detail. It's not bringing the lines together and other stuff. You take time to detail. When you start the detailing first, it might not look beautiful, it might not look that real, but there must be a progress. You might not lose. Once you have not detailed the whole place, all of them might not look that beautiful. So don't bother when you start detailing and it doesn't look very beautiful. Don't bother. Make sure you finish the whole the place you are drawing, maybe a particular cheek or a particular nose that you are detailing, and see how it is. But this particular cheek, once I have not finished it, it will not look beautiful. I know that. So if I don't finish it, it won't look beautiful. So at this stage, it might not look beautiful in your eye, but calm down. When I'm done with this video, you will see the details and you see how beautiful they are. So you create a line, make sure that it's another white line or white dot or white anything that is beside it. That is the detail we are talking about. I will show you what I mean in this video. Even if you didn't understand it now, I'll show you everything. In details where you need to put dot, you put dot because part of the skin detailing is dot. So where you need to put wrinkles, you put wrinkles. Maybe a place that is shaded dark in the picture, like a place that looks dark in the picture, so you also add those dark because you are getting hyper realism, getting the real outcome of the skin. So when you need to put dot, you put dot. When you need to put others, you put that. The factors that are used in pen shading are: 1. Dot, 2. Tiny scribbling that must has a dark and a light part, and 3 is shading. Maybe a place that looks like a ball or something, the shading, you just shade that particular place. You are not required to add any dot, or you are not required to add any white part or any stuff. So but the best answer to all this is follow the picture you are drawing. If you are really an expert to draw from your mind, great. But if you have a picture, you zoom in, make sure the picture is detailed very well, then you follow the picture you are shading. Now this particular part is dark. It doesn't require all those big, it doesn't require tiny details in the picture I'm drawing. So it doesn't mean that I will not add it, I will still add it, but I want to make it very dark first, the way it looks exactly in the picture I'm shading. I want to make it very dark before I start adding those tiny scribbling. So this particular side I'm drawing are very dark, so follow me in this video to understand how I will blend this dark detailing to this light detailing, and how I will shade those light detailing, because those light detailing are like the very difficult ones. They are very difficult. If you didn't know about them, you will make mistake, because you need to use light pen, light shading to get those light detail. But this dark place, you can use a dark pen, add many pressure to your pen, and you will still achieve the details you want. So make sure you didn't make mistake. And this is pen, mind you, don't try to make mistake. Make mistake and ruin the whole drawing. But I will teach you everything, don't worry. What I'm adding here are dots and straight line, because that one makes it look real at that dark part. So you make a dot beside any white part, or make a dot and a line that will make it look more beautiful, like more real. That's it. For a dark part, it is easy. I'll tell you the truth. For a dark part, they are easy, but to this light part are more difficult. So it's difficult that you can't do it. Is a lie. You can do it. It's difficult. Everyone can do it. As far as you follow me in this video, you must learn how to draw real skin with pen. I'll see the reason I tell you that details differs. Now what I'm making are straight details, straight line details. Details differ. Some are dots, some are lines, some will be scribbling. Now it depends on the particular part you are drawing. This particular part I'm drawing is the place closer to the nose and closer to the eyes at the same time. So some are straight lines. So those straight lines, you bring them out one after the other. Details are added one after the other. Don't make a mistake. Details are added one after the other. There is no magic or any stuff that maybe an app or something that does it for us. If you look at my pen, you see that it's added one after the other. So now this particular place, I have pimples in them. So that's like a serial pimples at this particular place in the picture I'm drawing. So if you are drawing from a picture, make sure you follow from a picture. How I add those pimples is that at the bottom is dark and at the up is light. If you look well, at the bottom of the pimple is dark, you add those dark thing, and at the up of the pimple is light, you leave it blank. That is what will make it look real. Let it not look like a fake. Don't just go shade everywhere and think that you have drawn a pimple or something. No, you will leave those part that is white and those part that is dark. That is what makes it look real. So get that. Don't make that mistake. And after the pimple, what I have near next are straight dots, like just normal dots, normal dot, normal dot. In some people's skin, you will notice these dots, so that's why I'm adding. It will also make it look more beautiful, especially for a place that doesn't have any details, or a place that you don't know how to detail it, or you don't really know how you to go about it. So let's go back to the magic. This is scribbling. I'm using tiny scribbling here. Tiny scribbling. Tiny scribbling helps it look come together, helps it look more real, because as far as you have already before that you have already brought the lines clear to each other, if you add another scribbling on top, it is just detailing. You get, it's just detailing that you are adding, and that will make it look more beautiful. Don't worry about how the drawing is now. When I'm done with the whole detailing and the whole stuff, you will see how beautiful the details will look. So details is about, if you finish a particular place, then you see how it looks. It's not just concluding it from the beginning. Although this is not the beginning, it's not just concluding the video on and conclude the drawing how it will look now. It's about when I finish it, you will see how the details will look. You will see how it turns out to be. Note, make sure you watch closely. It's not everything I say, because this is a voiceover. It is not everything I say that is being done. It is what you see that I do that you will learn, and as I say it, you are just sinking into your head. Make sure that anytime that I'm quiet, that I'm not talking, that you are studying. Don't just go fast forward the whole thing and all those thoughts. No, it is those times that you watch my pen, have my hand, the way they go, the lines they create at a particular place. That is when you will learn it. Don't just go rush. You want to finish the video, you want to jump all the stuff, you jump tips, you jump tricks, you jump many things that will help you in the video. So you follow the pen that the video that you are watching. Watch closely to the pen that I'm doing. Is everything I will say. Okay, I'm completing the details now with scribbling. This particular place, the details in the picture is scribbling and pimples. Now these three pimples, what makes it look more pimple is look like a pimple is this dark part and this upper part that is light. These other two are just like the dark spots in the skin. So this particular pimple, study it and see that it has a dark part with shadow, then it has an upper part that makes it look more beautiful, looks more real. So I'm completing the details now. Is just scribbling, dots and all those stuff. I think I'm done. I'm just blending from the darker detail to the lighter detail. That's what I'm doing now. So now look how it looks. It looks more like a real skin. You see, it looks more like a real skin. You do this and get skin beautiful, and you guys, some people will say it's not real, it's edited, all this stuff. They are not real, they are edited. Make sure you like this video, make sure you click that like button, and subscribe if you want more tips that will help you. I assure you that even if you don't understand much in here, in my next video you understand everything that I will say. Even if you don't understand, ask me any question, I will answer. I can make a video for you just because of you. That's how I want you to understand it, so I can make a new video for you. Factors about detailing: scribbling, dots, lines, straight lines, all those stuff, shadows. That's what makes a real detailing with pen. So this is the outcome. Like and subscribe.